She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see. So I'm getting ready to film my podcast. I did put a couple of crystals on my desk because I feel like lately I've been getting a little like tongue-tied, and when I'm recording my podcast, I say and like and and so I say those things repeatedly. And I'm trying to be more aware of that and work on it, because not only does it take me longer to edit, it also is kind of annoying. So I am consciously trying to improve that so that my editing is easier down the line and things sort of flow better. Lapis lazuli is what I typically use for confidence, especially when I'm speaking. Moss agate, for me, is a really universal crystal. This helps me with so much. But I love this one particularly because it looks like it has a little bit of amethyst there. Fluorite, my mental clarity fluorite tower, and then a clear quartz to help me get clear on my thoughts and all the things that I'm going to want to discuss, all my ideas and everything, getting all that organized. Of course, I have my beautiful heated amethyst citrine. Denzel's here, always listening, always looking annoyed. Earlier, I went and set up my table for my live sale that I haven't really priced everything yet, but it's set up. So that's good. I just need to really go through and put prices on a bunch of stuff. I'm kind of like trying to set the tone. So I did close all of my windows, and I'm going to turn off all the lights. I'm only going to have this light on my face, and then this light here to give this ambiance in the background, and then this candle as well I'm going to light. And my other desk over here, I have this light. Turning off all the lights here, and it just kind of sets a better vibe. Turn this one off. And this is sort of the look that I'm going for. I did want to move this plant here because I like the sort of shadow that it gives off. But yeah, like this is on my weight bench. Usually this tray is on my ottoman here, but I just moved it to the weight bench just to light the candle here. Let's go ahead and do that. Hold on, y'all. She want to give me problems today. That's some pretty good B-roll there, though. So yeah, what y'all think? Should we go with the orange, or I think the other color I liked was like a aqua. I'm feeling that. Like that. Are we liking that, or is it not the cutest? Or like a brighter orange. That might be kind of cute. I think I'm gonna just go with that for now. But yeah, I just set my camera here on this tripod and get going. Got my little mic here. I bought this whole set off of Amazon. I don't know if they have it anymore though. It's like the Focusrite Shure combination podcasting kit. But yeah, I'll try and link it down below, or I'll link the pieces individually in case any of y'all are interested. I record using Audacity. I'm literally just laying in bed waiting for this to export. I have about 12 minutes. And honestly, as I was editing it, I had to just be okay with where it was. Like, I feel like I'm such a stickler, like, or I'm very anal about my editing, or I think I am, or try to be. I just put a lot of pressure on myself to like cut out the fluff, you know? Like, I hate when I watch YouTube videos and there's so much fluff, like the person is just rambling. So I try to cut my videos down to get straight to the point, you know? So this video, like the initial recording was 35 minutes. I got it down to, I think, 15. Yeah. So less than half. So a lot of that was like really rambling. And, you know, I know I'll get better with time. It's just, I'm still trying to get comfortable. And I need to, like write better notes, but I'm just competing with the fact that I also need to get content put out. Like, I don't have time to sit here and make it perfect. Like, it just has to, at a certain point, I just have to call it. And however it, you know, ends up and is received is how it is. Okay, so these are all of my claims from my live sale that I have to invoice. Still got my vodka out. Yes, I'm about to start invoicing all of these on my Shopify site. He's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. I need to take a break because I need to eat something. I have not eaten all day and it's already 1 o'clock. It's 1:11. Let me do my manifestations. Whenever I see angel numbers now, I haven't always done this, but like this week, I've been seeing angel numbers like all the time. And so I'm like, okay, every time I see one, I'm gonna say like a quick prayer or just like close my eyes and say what it is, you know, I need or want. Usually I just like ask for clarity, guidance, protection, things like that. You know, sometimes when your hair is like just together, you just feel better. I just feel a little homely because my hair is not pulled back. So this is my breakfast. I usually put a banana in here but I don't have any. So no banana today, but that's okay. I probably don't need the sugar anyway. I usually try to present it a lot better than that, but I'm rushing this morning. I'm here at the National Airport waiting on my parents. And look at this crazy moon. How cool is it? I love a good city view. I really just want to talk about the fact that there are like so many people who are hurting in the world. And I talk about the world, but I'm really just talking about my own scope, right? Like I can only see what's in my realm. And, you know, from social media to just people who I know personally, it's just a lot of hurt and pain and sadness, you know. And I know that that's a part of life. It comes with the territory. Like you can't really have happiness without sadness, ups without downs, growth without challenges. But I just want to spread a little bit of encouragement because I know that it can be really overwhelming, you know, sometimes. And I get a lot of messages from people like just wanting my thoughts on a lot of things. And I think for me, it just is more fuel to create like healing type of content, like soulful content. But I don't know. I just wanted to kind of spread just some positivity because it's hard, you know, like we're living in really fucked up times right now. Like there's so much going on around us and, you know, we still have to show up for ourselves every day. We have to show up for our loved ones every day. We have to show up for, money, for our survival every single day. And some days, like you just need a fucking break from everything, and you just want to like chill. Like you don't want to be bothered by anybody. You just want to stay in bed. You want to do whatever it is the you want to do and not have to worry about anything. We need like a place where we can go and just put the guards down, put the swords down, put the insecurities down, put everything down, and just be, just exist and just feel and just see what comes up. I feel like we all need that. Like every person should be able to have that. And the other thing I noticed too, like when people tell me about their worries or their problems, a lot of times like we're worrying about somebody else. Like a lot of worry that we carry comes from worrying about other people, whether it's like worrying about our family's safety, worrying about their happiness, worrying about, what they're doing behind our back, worrying about how they speak about us to other people, or how they treat us, and so many things that have to do with outside energies. And I just feel like it's necessary to come to a place of prioritizing yourself, like I'm going to speak candidly on here. I was in a 2-year relationship prior to moving back home. And so much of the issues that we had stemmed from me wanting more from him, like wanting him to do more with himself and in our relationship. And it would drive me crazy. I would feel like I was voicing so many things that I needed, like I needed affection a lot. And I would constantly like be asking and begging for affection. And it was just so hard for him to give it to me. And it caused me so much like emotions that I like, so many negative things. Like I would think like, is something wrong with me? Like maybe it's the way I look and that's why he doesn't want to show me affection. Or, then I would think, well, maybe it's because he's not where he is financially. But, I still like, I do so much for him. I show him love. I show him appreciation. Like, why isn't that enough to just simply get like affection? That's one of my love languages. And I beat myself up about that. And, I was constantly like worried about him and trying to help him with his life and help him figure his things out, even though he wasn't really asking for that. Like I'm going the extra mile and not getting the results I want from it. And I'm driving myself crazy in return because I'm putting out all of this and I'm not getting back what I thought I would get back. But had I like stepped away from the relationship and like looked at it from a different perspective, I would have realized sooner, girl, you're creating this. Like I create my life, right? Like I wanted to be in a relationship, so I got into a relationship. Like I welcomed him into my life. And so therefore I bear the responsibility of whatever emotions that brings up in my life, right? And I know it's so many ways you can look at that and say that like it takes two to tango, or like it's two sides to every story or whatever. But I had to realize that like the onus and the responsibility is on me to get out of life whatever it is I need, right? And so if I have something in my life that's not giving me what I need to cut it off. If something's not serving you, if something's not adding value, if something's not serving a purpose, or not or is pulling you down in some way, pulling you away from your goals, pulling you away from God, pulling you away from coming from a place of love, genuine like love, then you gotta deal with that. And sometimes things like that can be worked out where you express yourself to the person and they make the necessary changes. But you gotta realize that you have the power to create whatever the hell it is you want to create, but it takes so much mental strength. It takes mental strength, and it takes going through the pain. So many people will do so much to avoid pain. And what I've learned, because I've done it, right? I've tried to avoid pain. I've tried to numb. I've tried to pacify myself in a lot of ways because I was afraid to go through the things I needed to go through to face. And once I walked away from that relationship and I fully committed myself to growth, and to just controlling my own self and what it is I can control, I got so much clarity. I'm not gonna lie, like I went through it was really emotional. There were so many nights that I cried, and I wanted to call him, wanted to hear from him, but I knew that he was not in a place of being able to give me what I wanted. I knew I had to remind myself that I went through 2 years of begging for what it is I needed and I never got it, right? So there was a level of him not seeing my value, him not seeing my worth. And even though I missed him, that's, like that's natural. Like missing someone, when you walk away from something that's not good for you, you're going to miss it because to some extent you were addicted to it. If it was in your life for a long time, you were addicted to it or you were used to it. It was a part of like your habits and your routines. And so you're going to miss it. It's going to be hard to break, but you gotta break. You gotta break. And when I say break, I mean that in so many ways, like break the connection. You have to break the down emotionally, right? Because that's what's going to allow you to be like reborn, to allow you to put your best self forward in life, to show up for yourself, with a fresh mindset of, okay, this shit hurts, but I'm after only things that are good for me. I only want to manifest things that are good for me. And you don't have to know what that is. You don't have to know what's good for you. You simply have to put it out into the universe and to God that that's what you're trying to manifest. You want to manifest things that are good for you. And, it may not come in the form of a person. It might come in the form of, working on a project. So don't sit there and leave one relationship. I don't know how this turned into relationships because I'm giving my testimony, but I'm really talking about any type of hurt or pain that you have to like walk away from. Even if it's like a job, you have to realize that like what comes next might not be the same thing that you were replacing. It could be something totally different, something you could never even fathom in your mind, and so you have to be open there. You have to remain open to the divine messages. Listen to my podcast. You have to be open to new information, to new ideas, to possibility, to innovation, to so many things. And I mean this on like such a small granular like level. You know what I mean? Like you just got to be open, and you got to know that you have the power to get out of any situation.
There must be something that it features. You'll find the beauty goes much deeper once you get to meet her. You see her walking down the boulevard.